Welcome back to the channel, guys. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. This week has been a real busy week for me. Right now, I'm about to walk you guys through adding some lowering springs to, and what is he pulling up in? I think he has a Mazda 6. One of my friends around here has a Mazda 6. Apparently he wants it lowered. He got some lowering springs, wants me to pop them on. So more content, right? So I start Harley up, get her out the garage, get my tools out, and yeah, he'll be pulling up in a second. So come along for the knowledge and for, you never know, you might see something that may be helpful to you. So forward. I'm gonna warm up this carrier first. Yeah. Good morning, Harley Quinn. How are you, baby? Alright, so I have my basic tools out that I'm gonna need for doing this lowering spring install. Of course, you need a jack. You're gonna need jack stands. That's a spring compression set with my impact gun and a lug tool. It may get more simpler than that. Of course, I need other tools to complete the job, but I have other tools. You feel me? But these are the main things you want to ensure that you have, because without these, you're going nowhere for real. You see me? So now we wait. Alright, peeps, the victim is here, and here we have some Megan Racing lowering springs. I've heard tall tales about Megan, but you win some, you lose some. Some people praise them, some people cuss them, like any other brand. But I'm gonna put it on this Mazda here and lower it, fill out them wheel gap there, you see me? It look like him have some kind of disagreement with a curb wall, so I'm gonna take off the lip there too. And I'm supposed to bring like a full lip kit come with the front and the sides and whatnot, so I'll get that done as well later on. But just want to give you like a side profile, a side shot of the car before it's lowered. You see me? So look at that gap and get around here with all the Christmas decoration and all of that. See the gap right there, so. And the gap right there so too, so. I am gonna get started with the rear wheels first, because those will be the easier ones to change out those springs. And then we'll get to the front wheels where we have to compress the springs, take it off the shocks, and then put the new springs on. So let's get started with Rona. So alright, so as I assume, this is the easier part. All I gotta do is come in here. This looks like a 17. Release the lower arm, take the spring out, put the lowering spring in, put that back in, tighten that up. Alright, and that's it for the rear sets. I'm gonna do that here, and then I'm gonna do the same process on that side as well. Alright, so after we've pulled this bolt right here, the bush in the body, so No, it just look weird. But after I pull the bolt, yeah, here's another thing we have to go pull as well. The sway bar link. They're right behind the spring, so I'm gonna get up under there and pull that. It looks like it won't look like a 14, so I'm gonna get to that. Alright, so we have that bolt out. Well, the sway bar disconnected. All they gotta do now is that. You see what happened? The spring drop. That's as easy as it gets. And we can say the block finish, don't it? Let's get the other side. Come with me. Alright, so now come with me. Let's head back to the garage. Those should be replaced with these. And already, without even compression, you can see a significant difference, you know? Alright, correction. Alright guys, so apparently it's not the shorter springs. Those are for the front. That's what they are marked front. I didn't look at it, but after some more inspection, found the rear ones, and it sits about an inch lower, so we're still gonna get that sag. So don't worry and don't mind me and my ignorance. All right, these are for the rear. They are marked rear, and the fronts are the thicker ones. So let's get these springs in and move on with the life, you know. Right, this one. Alright, before I put these in, just want to show you that the stock boots, they fit perfectly to these lowering springs. Right where you have this notch right here, it goes there, sits perfectly. Same thing for the upper boot, right there. You see me? Perfect fitment. That doesn't look any different to me, but I guess after get cycle through some loads, they might go down some. I don't know, but doesn't look much lower to me. You tell me what you think, guys. It doesn't look much lower, does it? Let's see if the fronts make a difference, because that's going to be a lot of work. So I hope it does make a lot of difference. Come on. Alright, so as expected, we have the sway bar link right there. We're gonna have to release that from the shock tower, or the shock absorber I should say. And the hub assembly has these two bolts that hold it in as well. Typical brake line, ABS speed sensor. We're gonna have to remove those. And then when we get up here, we have these 3 bolts that we're gonna release as well. Lucky for us, the locking nut on the shock has a hex center, so we can use a hex key to hold that in place while we release that nut and take the springs off. So not too difficult, but every time I say that, there's something that's difficult in my way, just waiting and lurking. So fingers and toes crossed. Let's take the brake lines, ABS speed sensor off, and then we can approach everything else with brute force. All right, let's go. With the shock out, now it's time to get to some real work, which will be these spring clamps. We're gonna put them onto the spring and compress them all the way down until the spring is free on the shock, and then I'll go ahead and pull that bolt that will release the spring off the shock. Then I will put the clamps on that spring, compress them, put them onto the shock, put the bolt back on, and release them. So you understand what time it is right now. We're almost there. That's number 3 of 4, so let's go, guys. So we have the spring off the shock, and I'm not sure if you can see from there, but like I stated the first time when I made the mistake, there is a 2-inch difference between these springs, but this is the correct spring this time. So yeah, there is a 2-inch difference. As you can see, that's where that spring is, and there is still a full coil above that. So we might get better results from the front of the car, given that this spring is so small. So we'll see the front of the car dip a lot more than what happened in the back. But after we do this, I will take the car for a drive. We'll see how the springs settle, and over the next couple of days the springs will settle into their own. So just want to show you the major difference between those sizes, And now I'm gonna get the clamps back on to that new spring, and then we can pop it back on, lock the nut, put this back in, and do the same for the other side. That took a minute. Wow. The front is actually a lot lower than it was before, as compared to the back. That has gone down now. I guess because we put the weight to the back of the car just now. But yeah, I'm sure compared to when we just began, you will agree that that's a lot lower. It's about 2 or so inches lower in the front. And the back, I mean, as compared to when we just got done, you can see that that has settled some. So that's not bad at all. It's a nice drop all around. I mean, I'm gonna take the car for a drive now, go over some speed bumps, allow the springs to, you know, to work in, and settle a little bit before the customer comes back. But yeah, not bad at all. Thank you guys for watching. Really appreciate the love and support I've been getting so far. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, as well as if you know someone with a Mazda that is thinking about lowering the car, go ahead and share the link to them. If you have any thoughts, please feel please feel free to leave a comment. All right, yeah, and I'll see you on the next one. Respect. Yo, I just took this for a test drive to get the springs worked in, and listen to that. You hear that? I don't think him ever drive in car like that yet. Damn. Here she is.